What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hakamadi NC. I look like a mad scientist. I haven't slept all night, so I'm ready for this. I'm your pay-per-view champion. I'm joined by the Hakamadi's Commodity Aunt B, and my good friend and co-host now for what, 2-3 years at this point?
Yeah, it's been a long time, dude.
Introduce yourself. I know it's been like 3 years.
I think what Royal Rumble probably. What was our first? My name's Christian. Your
Yeah,
co-host here. Co-host here. Back at it. But yeah, I think it might have been. I think the first pay-per-view might have been Survivor Series. So I think we might have reached our 2.2 year point this past War Game.
You're right, man. And listen, I can't believe that we're already in 2024.
Yeah, we met in 2021. We started recording in 2021. Yeah.
And you know what I saw? Roman Reigns has been champion in 5 years now.
4 or 5 years.
Roman's been champion the entire time. The entire time I've joined you as a co-host, Roman's been the fucking champion.
The champion.
And he's toward the end of 2019. That's why it stretches over 5 years.
I'm sitting here freaking out about my hair while you guys are talking about Roman Reigns. And say, oh my God, look at my hair. Anyways, not anyone gives a flying fuck. But yes, so we are covering WWE Day 1 edition of Raw, WWE Raw, coming to you on January 1st, 2024 in San Diego, California. And we start the night off with the man Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax. And Christian, I was surprisingly thought this was a good match. I thought it was going to be a little lackluster, but it was pretty good though. I won't go into a lot of detail about this specific match, but I'll tell you how it ends. Becky Lynch jumps at Nia Jax, but Nia nails her with a right hand and then hits an annihilator and gets the win. During the match, Becky Lynch gets busted open by Nia. What did you think of this match, and do you think Nia was the right person to win?
Let me tell you guys something. Nia Jax, apologize for all the shit I talked on you when you first came back into the WWE. I'm man enough to say that. You have become one of my favorites overnight. I've said this so many times, guys. I watch women's wrestling for 4 women. Rhea, Charlotte, Bianca, Becky. Charlotte is out for 9 months. That leaves 3. Nia is taking that 4th spot right now for me.
Ooh.
Nia Jax, the way she does her promos, I don't know what she's done when she was gone. That promo she did on Becky, besides it being a real life heat, dude, she was selling that bitch face. Like, she has a face when she sells on those promos. Like I just want to punch her because she's so big. She's dominant. She's finally using her bigness. When I mean bigness, I'm like, let's just be real. I'm not being rude. She's bigger than a lot of the girls on the roster. And she's using that like a Yokozuna type of way. And it's working. She's showing more personality. Exactly. That's why I said that. Like, her personality is showing more than she's had entire career now. And it's not just because she's working with Becky. I've seen it since she's come back. I'm all for Nia Jax. This was great. Now, Becky, win the Royal Rumble since you already officially declared. Go after Rhea. I'm sure Nia will have something in the future because she's impressed me so much. And I'm sorry, Nia, for, again, the shit that I gave you on Twitter for when you came back.
I want to slap her every time I see her come out.
Nia, you don't like her. Nia,
but it's a good thing.
Oh, you like her as a wrestler, you just don't.
She makes you hate her. Yeah, she's a good villain.
She's a good heel. Yes, sir. I agree. I just wonder, what's next for Nia? If she beats Becky,
I want to see her and Jade Cargill fight.
That would be good. That would be interesting.
That would be a good match. Like, what? If WWE gets and Monet back, I'm not gonna lie. I think I might watch a lot more women's wrestling if it's WWE. I don't watch AEW.
They say it's kind of over with her coming back.
Monet's. I'm not this is just what I believe. I think Monet and WWE have already signed. I think they have their locks.
Okay.
With Trinity, if she loses that title at Hard to Kill next weekend, she's out the fucking door. She's back in WWE because WWE has won in Trinity since Triple H took over.
You said
They
that
want
about
Trinity. They want Trinity more than Monet.
really?
About who?
Yeah, because she.
You said this about MJF. Do you think he's coming where he lost the title?
Now that I see this whole thing, I have a feeling where we're gonna get kind of a how do I put this? A MJF because apparently he's legitimately banged up. His injury is serious, like surgery required, or he's serious. So if
For his
he's
arm?
yeah, so I just think he's gonna resign. I didn't want to believe it, but I guess I'm gonna say it. I think he's re-signed with AEW already. I think the whole bidding war was bullshit, and I think he's gonna come back and obviously challenge either Samoa Joe or Adam Cole when he's healthy. Maybe run it back at All In this year. I don't think he's coming. I wanted to. Like, I'm disappointed. Ricky Starks. I need to look up when this dude's contract expires. He was at the dungeon last night. He's going.
Yeah.
He's going. He's going.
I
This is like
saw
the
that
fifth
video.
time. This is the fifth fucking time. He's been
I
caught
saw the
working with
video.
WWE guys.
Ricky Starks is an AEW guy. He was working out at like Natalya's gym.
At the dungeon.
Yeah.
A heart. I will never forget. I love you, Natalia.
Natalya's the boss.
Does Natalya run the dungeon now?
Her and TJ Wilson.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. All right. So yes, the women's division has been very popular in all like over WWE, AEW. TNA is coming back. I'm excited for that. Deonna Purrazzo just arrived in AEW. A lot of stuff is happening in the women's division all over. But let's move on. Next, we have Cody Rhodes coming out. Cody says, "It's a new year. Admittedly, I'm a little stuck. What I got stuck on is Shinsuke Nakamura. We all know he's a force to be reckoned with in the ring. I'm not stuck because of the things he said about my family or that he blinded me with the mist.
That comes with the territory.
Yeah. I'm stuck because this should be over. Shinsuke, I'm going to give you an opportunity to end it tonight. Bring whatever you want because it ends now." And then we get a promo from Shinsuke Nakamura on the Titantron. Nakamura says, "I never thought it would be so easy being the author of your story. I will close your book." And then Nakamura's music plays. And that's it of that segment.
They're fighting Monday.
I feel like that was a weak segment. They didn't do anything different. They've been doing the same stuff every week.
He said he's going to fight on Monday.
I'm not gonna lie though. That I hated all these promos. You're right, but they did that little Japanese fucking cartoon thing. I thought that was pretty cool. But this is dumb. This is all stupid. This is all stupid. What I said this, Ant. I've said this since the day these two started feuding. You guys can go back and watch the clip. This shit makes no sense. There's no title on the line. There's no number one contenders shit on the line. They're not in a tournament. Why are these two going at it? What does Cody Rhodes have Shinsuke Nakamura wants so fucking bad?
Maybe Shinsuke is going to fuck up Cody's chance to become number one contender, and CM Punk's going to do his thing first. And maybe Shinsuke will be the scapegoat for that.
Okay, could be. I honestly don't care about the storyline because it really should be over. Like we're in the middle of WrestleMania season coming up. Like I don't want to constantly see stupid stuff. But this wasn't stupid. This is actually kind of scary. Our next match. We have Jey Uso and Kofi Kingston against Imperium. The match starts off strong, but Giovanni jumps into a drop kick by Kofi Kingston, which nails him in the face. Vinci gets hurt, and the doctor calls off the match after pretty much immediately. Did you think this was real at first, or did you think it was fake? I thought it was real.
With who?
When Giovanni Vinci, when he jumps.
Oh yeah, no, that was real. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was is that oh, hell yeah, that looked the way he landed was awful, bro. Like
Yes.
I don't think that was scripted.
What did he
it
hurt?
was really cool to see. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I thought he kicked him in the head.
What in did he get kicked in the head? Did he land? What was it
I
that
think
happened?
I think what happened was Kofi kicked him by accident, like hard as
Oh.
shit, and he landed. I think that's what I saw.
Yeah, because I saw that too. And immediately the ref stopped the match, which I'm glad because you don't want anybody getting hurt or anything.
No, if
But
this was AEW, they would have kept going.
yeah, no, you have to stop it. But I just wish they had a more like better way of doing it, like a more clever way instead of just the referee stopped it. Maybe they could have, acted a little bit out and have something else happen. But good to see Jay and Kofi together, but
That was
sadly
cool. Yeah,
let's move right along.
tag team.
What?
You hate Jey Uso.
Yeah, I hate him, but at least he's doing something other than the bloodline.
Yeah.
Next we have a Miz TV with the Judgment Day. Miz says Happy New Year. There are a lot of rumors about a champion coming out tonight, but I have to bring out my guests who have been begging to come on. Please welcome the Judgment Day. Judgment Day music plays and then it stops, and we get R-Truth's theme music. R-Truth says, All rise for the Judgment Day. Miz says, What's your role in the Judgment Day? Truth says, I have a lot of duties. Nobody likes the Judgment Day. I'm trying to make them likable. That's when Dominik Mysterio and JD McDonough come out and trash talk Truth. Miz says, Judgment Day, you lost, and the stipulation was that the loser leaves Judgment Day, meaning JD McDonough. Dominik says, Miz, what have you done? Miz says, the only memory I have of you from last year is when you got spanked by your dad, pulled by mommy, and beat around by CM Punk. And Dominik says, I'm done talking. Your losing streak will continue into 2024. So what did you think of this segment with R-Truth and Miz TV? It was great, right?
My fucking 13-year-old self is so happy to see Awesome Truth back
Awesome
together.
Truth.
I mean, dude, R-Truth continues to fucking do his thing, man. Shout out to Ron Collins, who's actually retweeted and liked a lot of my tweets I've made about him.
He's cool.
He's so good, man. He's in his early 50s. He said in an interview recently, he was like, I'm going out there, I'm doing my thing, I'm entertaining the crowd. He doesn't even have to take bumps, but we've seen him already do 2 matches, and he looks great.
He does.
Great. Ron Collins looks so good. He looks the same as he did when him and Miz first were fucking together anyway. No, I'm so happy to
Go ahead.
happy to no, you're good. So happy to see R-Truth. He's a Judgment Day member in my opinion, but man, he's going. He's going, and I want to see this play out. I think I think I think sometimes it's hard for Judgment Day members to even keep their cool when he's around. But nobody has ever I've never heard one person like higher ups, any talent, say anything negative about R-Truth. So like I see a lot of people like, yeah, R-Truth has me blocked on Twitter. Yeah, well, you're the fucking problem, man.
R-Truth is awesome. I love the Swerved episode where like they're in the gym and he like, if you ever watch it on the network or Peacock, they're like pranking wrestlers and he's at the gym and someone like pretends to get hurt and he gets like all serious and all into it. It was actually really funny.
What is that?
It was called Swerved. It was like almost like punked. But let's cover this particular match. Awesome Truth is taking on Dominik Mysterio and JD McDonough. Truth starts off in the neutral corner. And the end comes when JD McDonough holds the Miz for R-Truth to hit him. R-Truth says, I'm sorry, Miz. I love you, kind of like Shawn Michaels did to Ric Flair. And then R-Truth accidentally hits JD, and then the Miz hits a skull-crushing finale, and Awesome Truth get the win here. We talked about R-Truth, so that we don't have to really go into that, but it was a good match. Good to see them go at it.
I hate JD McDonough.
I know. I know. He used to be good at NXT, but All right, next, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven confront the women's tag team champions Kaden Carter and Katana Chance at a club. They throw liquor on Piper Niven, or I'm sorry, on Chelsea Green, and they dance away. I feel like our tag team champions are corny. They're just dancers in clubs. There's really nothing special about them.
I
But
agree.
speaking of special, this is a good match next. The World Women's Champion Rhea Ripley defending against Ivy Nile with the Creed brothers. I wasn't expecting much from Ivy because I haven't really seen a lot of her, but she actually had a really good match with Rhea Ripley. They had literally like it could have been Ivy Nile at one point. Like she was really giving it to Rhea, but Rhea was able to jump to land a headbutt and then nail a riptide, and Rhea Ripley defends. What was your take on the match?
Ivy Nile, that's her name.
Yep.
She was. I wasn't. I'm still not a fan. Right. I'm gonna say this, but I'm not. I'm still not a fan. I think she's the most boringest female, more boring than Zoey Starks. But she was Rhea's best opponent in a long time.
Yeah.
She's good. I mean, she's great. I just think WWE now needs to find her a character. Find her what is she like? What's her personality like? Let's see some of her personality. Right now she's just a stooge for the Creed brothers.
Yeah.
Let's see her some personality. Let's see her have a promo battle. Let's see her do more programs with other females who know what the fuck they're doing. To carry her to see how she does. But I'm not hating on it. I think I just think she's boring. But she needs to. Yeah.
I think with this showing that she gave, I think she showed that she's capable to have a different role and do something different once this whole Creed brother thing ends, which was good. But yeah, I agree with you. This is one of Rhea Ripley's best matches since having the title. Well, let's talk about this next moment because it was probably one of the bigger moments. We have the special guest former WWE champion coming out, and it is the modern day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. Jinder says, "You have the audacity to be disappointed in me coming back. Let me remind you, I'm a fast and future WWE champion. Or past and future, sorry. My name Fast and Future. My name is at the top of the list, and the only thing disappointing is what has become of the USA. It's disgusting. Do you feel united? You have never been this divided. It's all the same ignorance, misinformation. This country was a superpower, but now it's a joke. But I'm your unifier." And then he starts to speak in his native tongue, and he starts to laugh and says, "You just booed your own national anthem in another language. Once again, I will speak in Punjabi and tell you what the world thinks of you." That's when The Rock comes out.
You smell what the Rock is cooking?
I flipped my shit. Were you? You were very excited, baby.
Yeah.
I was so excited. The Rock comes out. He does his pose deal, and he says, basically, "You are in trouble tonight. Let The Rock make something clear. You are not the Iron Sheik. We all love Sheik, and if he were here, he'd say The Rock bottom, Bubba." Or he'd say, "Rock Bubba, who's this no good son of a bitch bastard?" Mahal says, "Of course, the man who magically appears, the people's champion. I would be disgusting representing them." The Rock says, "I am damn proud to be the people's champion, an American." And finally, The Rock has come back to San Diego. He talks about how they don't boo Jinder Mahal because of the way he looks or talks. They boo him because he's the biggest asshole walking God's green earth. And he goes, "There's that resting bitch face. This is the raging asshole face. Why are you so angry? No one likes you. You're not funny." He said, "If you were one of my movies, you'd be Baywatch because no one's seen it or liked it." He goes, "You are the day one douchebag." He makes the fans chant this. And Rock says, "We got a gift for you." Rock is going to sing you a little verse. "The people's welcome. San Diego's aware. that you are jacked as hell, but your balls still aren't there. You're an angry douchebag who has no class. You left The Rock no choice but to whoop your candy ass. And that's when Mahal tries to attack The Rock. Rock kicks a spine buster and a people's elbow. And The Rock says, San Diego, I love you. Happy New Year. Tonight, I'm going to go get something to eat. Should I sit in a booth at the bar or should I sit at the head of the table? So I don't give a fuck about Jinder Mahal. Let's skip him. He doesn't matter. But what did
Wait.
if you
Let's
want to,
talk
we
about
can.
Jinder
We can talk
Mahal
about him. Go
for
ahead.
a second because I see, and it was people like you that I was complaining about. No, I'm just kidding. Well,
Go
I'm
ahead.
not kidding.
Go ahead. No, totally.
But
Go ahead.
this is all jokes, guys. All jokes. Me and Ant just joke around like this, but it's people like you. I went off on Twitter. We need to give Jinder Mahal some damn credit here, okay? He went out there and did his fucking thing. Like, we haven't seen this guy in fucking how long?
I agree.
We
I'll
haven't
agree
seen
with
this
that.
dude in how long? And it was great, right? I'm gonna what I'm gonna say in a second. I'm gonna get shit for, but whatever.
The former
Jinder Mahal.
he should be able to
When you see former WWE champion, like first off, they blew it with The Rock already being spoiled at San Diego doing college football. But when when The Rock, when Jinder Mahal comes out there, he's a foreigner. San Diego's a military town, a huge military town. You have a foreigner going out there telling the Americans how shitty and divided this country is at this very second. And you want to know something? He's not wrong.
No.
Everything he said in that promo was right. Was kind of true. So him doing it in his language. He got the people to say America sucks in his language without people not even knowing. Because when they repeated that chant, he was saying America sucks, and and when they found that when the crowd found that out that night, they lost their shit. So first off, Jinder Mahal did very well. Now, this is where the reason I wanted to talk about Jinder Mahal, sorry for going a little bit long here.
No, that's okay.
I have to say this because no one's gonna do it. And I'm going to. The Rock comes out, everyone loses their shit. I'm sitting right here in my my setup on the monitor on the TV. I was watching a game right here, but I'm sitting here on my setup watching it. Obviously, I pop. You know, it's the Rock. He is the corniest motherfucker in the world. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get shit for it. I'm gonna get a lot of shit for it.
I agree. It was very corny.
So this was the most. Besides him doing the head of the table stuff, that was the only thing in the promo that was worth the shit. To me, The Rock is very corny. He does the same. He does the same shit every single time he comes back and does something, right? With Theory, right? And with Theory at WrestleMania 32 or whatever year that was, or the year before, with Ronda Rousey at 31, he does this ever since this guy stopped being a full-time in-ring talent. This guy comes back and does the same shit every single time, the same rhymes, the same jabroni, the same candy asses. Like, it gets old. Like, I'm 21. I didn't grow up when The Rock first started fucking doing that shit. So to the older people, this is probably good nostalgia. And I get it. But do you guys also want this man who has this much star power to just he can say anything in the world and get away with it? He did get away with some bitch and some shit on the promo, but this man, first off, took up the main event Damian Priest didn't win the fucking world title because of that damn jabroni taking too much time on his segment. But you have a guy like The Rock who has that much star power, who could probably get away with saying some of the shit most of the guys can't say, and you go out there and do some PG little jabroni rhyme. It was better with Austin Theory, in my opinion, when he said, "Shut your bitch ass up." But it was still corny. He still like The Rock is just corny now. Go do the shit with Roman. Don't, I swear to God, and he does the jabroni ass kicking shit when he does the face to face with Roman. I'm gonna punch my fucking TV. This shit with if he does, I don't think Roman Reigns is gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. If it happens, WrestleMania 40, this has to be the most serious. I'm talking about. I need to see the Rock so serious the way I saw him the 2 years he fought Cena back to back.
Yeah. He has to have like a
long. Sorry again. I apologize
No,
for going a
you're
little bit
fine.
long, but no one was gonna say that, and it happens. But overall,
Go ahead.
that's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. But good stuff.
We got 3 minutes.
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
went too
I'll say
fucking
something.
long. My bad.
No, you're fine. I'll say a couple of things quick. I think, well, we'll cover quick. Let's cover quick because we have 3 minutes. We're watching SmackDown Live, so we'll do a quick recap. Yeah, thank you, man. We see Shayna Baszler and Zoey Stark defeat Tegan Nox and Natalya. So they're going to be number 1 contenders. I like this tag team. They're cool. You know,
I don't really care about that. Ever since Chelsea and Piper lost, I don't give a fuck.
it's like, who cares?
I want to see Chelsea Green.
Oh, by the way, Samantha Irvine's reaction to The Rock was just made my whole night. It was amazing.
I hope it wasn't scripted. It wasn't scripted.
I hope
not.
No, because let me tell you why. Because I literally paused it and slowed down. When she realizes that she's working, she makes a face because she's like, then she's like, oh, like she realized like she's actually at work and she's like, shit, I have to like. It was funny.
She really
I would do the same thing.
She like freaked out. Let's cover this really quick. Our main event, the World Championship, Seth freaking Rollins defending against Drew McIntyre. Another good match on the card. Good. I thought it was better than their basic match that they've had on the other pay-per-views. During the match, I thought Damian Priest is going to cash in. Damian comes out with Dominik Mysterio with the briefcase. He had Seth with the briefcase, but as Damian goes to cash in, Drew McIntyre nails a Claymore to Damian, and then a Claymore to Seth Rollins, but Seth gets his foot on the ropes. The end comes after a pedigree to Drew on a table and a stomp. Well, less than a minute. Christian, what are your thoughts on that match and Raw overall?
The match was okay. Raw overall was okay. I'm going to keep this very short because Raw starts in like 3 minutes. But this episode was decent. Good start to 2024. All I gotta say is next week it's fucking clobbering time, baby.
Yeah, CM Punk's coming back. Yeah.
So pissed we didn't get CM Punk. He was backstage and everything. But next week, I've been a CM Punk fan my whole life. I have pictures to prove it. I'm gonna do a side by side and this clip together. CM Punk is back next week. It's fucking clobbering time. Let's go. He's back where he belongs. I was happy that he was in AEW because I was a big AEW mark. Now that he's in WWE and I believe that he can do